Credit is all about perception. Do you look good on paper? You see, lenders want to make sure that you are an established and professional business owner. So if you don't have a brick and mortar, you need a virtual office. So today's video, I'm going to explain why a new LLC need a virtual office. And also you want to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you a virtual office that's going to give you a $99 discount when it comes to the setup fee. In addition to that, this virtual office also reports to the Business Credit Bureau. So you build in business credit. So you essentially killing two birds in one stone. So you definitely want to stick around to the end of this video so I can explain furthermore about a virtual office. Now, notice I'm saying a virtual office and not a virtual address. This is one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to a virtual office and a virtual address. Most new LLC, most small business owners think they are the same, but they are completely different. Now, a virtual address is not a physical location occupied by a business owner. It's a real estate address. That's it. It can be just a street. So here's what's problematic about that. When you go and fill out a business credit application, when you're trying to get a business checking account, most banks, lenders, creditors out there will not accept the virtual address because you can run the risk of getting a PO box. Lenders will not accept your business credit application with a PO box. So that's essentially when you go to iPostal, you're going to get a PO box. So we want to make sure we stay away from virtual addresses. Now, on the other hand, you have a virtual office. You tracking me so far? So a virtual office is a physical location. It's real property. It's real estate where you can actually conduct business meetings, where you can have a live receptionist answer your phone calls, where you can receive mail, your business mail. So it's where you can conduct all type of other meetings. So it's a place where you can actually go and feel the property. So it's real property. So you get what I'm saying. So we want to make sure that we have a virtual office and not a virtual address. That's the difference between the two. One is a physical location. One is essentially just a street name. Now, remember, credit is all about perception. Do you look good on paper? So the reality is, I don't care where you're doing business at in real time, which means you can be doing business inside your home office. You can be doing business inside your mother's basement. You can be doing business inside your car. You can do the business inside your garage, inside your doghouse. It really doesn't matter. All lenders care about is, do you look good on paper? So, which means you want to make sure that you're doing business, that you're conducting business on paper in one of the most prestigious neighborhood in the most prestigious city and a big skyscraper somewhere. You tracking me? So if I'm doing business inside my home office, on paper, I'm doing business in downtown Michigan Avenue somewhere, right? Because I'm from Chicago, Illinois. So that's where my virtual office is located at. So that's what I mean about looking good on paper. Now, this is one of the biggest misconceptions that new LLCs, new small business owners do before they file a LLC. We forget to get a virtual office. I can't recall how many times people get this messed up, right? So you file your LLC, you get your EIN before you get your virtual office. Here's what's problematic about that. When you put your home, because 9 out of 10, you put your home when you file your LLC. For one, you're not protecting your privacy and your security because now this information is public records. So when people look up your LLC or when people go on your public records, they can see your home address. We don't want people all in our business. We don't want people to know where we live at, correct? So you want to protect your privacy. Number two, lenders sort of look down on businesses that's not fully established, that doesn't look professional. So you have your home address. It doesn't look like you're a fully established business. Now, that does not mean you're not going to get funding, but you can be very limited because it looks like on paper, remember, it's all about perception. On paper, it looks like that you're not a fully established business. So this is where a virtual office come in. Now, in addition to that, we want to create a fundable foundation. So I talk about this all the time. Getting a virtual office is part of that fundable foundation, which means we want to make sure that we are congruent on all platforms. So we want to make sure that that virtual office is on our website. We want to make sure that that virtual office is on our articles of organization, right? Our LLC. We want to make sure that that virtual office is filed with the IRS when we get our EIN. We want to make sure that that virtual office is on our website. We want to make sure that that virtual office is on our Dun & Brad. So we want to make sure that that virtual office is practically everywhere is what I'm saying. Now, here's the thing. If banks will not accept your virtual office, it's perfectly fine to put your home address. You can put that with your business checking account. That's fine, because sometimes banks will not allow you to put a virtual office or a virtual address when it comes to open up a business checking account. So you can put your home address, but everywhere else that virtual office needs to be at. Now, here's another powerful tip. Before I get to the virtual office I'm referring to, here's the bonus. With a virtual office, the reason why a virtual office is so powerful is because you can conduct business in other cities in that area where your virtual office is located. So which means if you create a foreign entity, let's say a bank, a financial institution like Choose It Bank is not in your area, because some banks doesn't serve every city. So it don't serve every city. So you need to be in that location for you to get their products and their services. So when you go to like Choose It Bank, you can get a foreign entity, attach that with your virtual office in that area, and now you can get their products and their services. That makes sense? That's a whole nother video that I'll do a little bit later. So, but that's one of the reasons why a virtual office is essential too as well. So it goes a little deeper, as you can see. Now, here's the virtual office you've been waiting for that you should get to start your LLC, because like I said, you're killing two birds with one stone. It's called Opus, OPUS. I'm going to drop the link in the description on where you can get this virtual office. So for one, you're going to get a $99 discount using that link below, because they usually charge a $99 setup fee, but it's going to be discounted if you use that link. So you only have to pay $99 per month. Now, here's the thing about that. That monthly payment that you're paying, right? It's the cost of doing business. So that monthly payment that you're paying is going to report to the business credit bureau called Credit Safe. So you're actually building business credit. You know how powerful it is? So you get in a virtual office and you're building business credit at the same time, because they're reporting that data to the business credit bureau. So again, you're killing two birds and one stone. This is why I like Opus. This is why I recommend Opus to all my small business owners, my new LLCs out there, when you get in a virtual office, because it allows you to build business credit at the same time, because it's giving you that trade line, and it's a financial trade line. So I always talk about the difference between a financial trade line and the vendor supplier trade line. These are two different concepts. Two different concepts. So we have to know the difference. So by you getting a financial trade line with Opus, you're one step closer to getting your business funded. Now, of course, you still got to create a bulletproof structure of your business. You got to get a financial trade line, vendor trade line on your business credit profile. So you still have some steps that you have to do, but getting a virtual office is essential to a new LLC to try to get business funding and establish business credit for their new LLC. All right, guys, I hope we got that. I hope we understand. Now we can go out there, get us a virtual office. We want to do that before we file our LLC. So make sure you do that before you file your LLC. Don't file your LLC, then go turn around and spend all this energy, all this resources, all this time and energy and effort where you have to go back and correct all information. Because if you file your LLC first, without getting a virtual office, now you got to change the address with the IRS, which is a pain. You got to file an amendment, which is Secretary of State, which is a pain, and it's going to cost you more money. You got to go to Dun & Brad, change that information. You got to go to Experience Business, change that information. You got to change the information that's in public records. So you get what I'm saying. You got to change all this information that's going to take time, energy, and resources that you shouldn't be focused on. You should be focused on how to secure the bag. So do it right the first time. You don't have to do it again. All right, guys, that's my time. See you on this video.